In this video, we learn how to design a sequence or series of LED lights to form a Christmas light. Now, from videos number 9, part 1 to 3, we learnt that the optimal voltage at 20 milliamps for my 5mm diameter LEDs is 3.6 volts for white and blue LEDs and 2 volts for green, amber or red LEDs. For this project, I have decided to have a 12 volt power supply and have 2 strings or sequences of LED lights. One will be white LEDs, the other one will be colored. So let's start off with the white LEDs. So I'm going to have a string here, and I'll draw a symbol here for an LED, another one here, and see another one here. Now these 3 LEDs are going to be the white ones, so I'll put a W here for white. They are each 3.6 volts. So altogether that makes up 10.8 volts of power being used by these 3 LEDs. That means if my supply is 12 volts and I'm using 10.8 volts here, then I have a leftover of 1.2 volts to be used by a resistor. And here is my resistor. Now from that voltage here, I've worked out that the resistance required to maintain a current of 20 milliamps through this part of my circuit is 60 ohms. So if I get a 50 ohm resistor, that should be good enough. Now I'm going to have parallel to that another sequence or series or string of LED lights. These ones will be the colored ones, and I've decided that I'll have 4. Okay, and in any particular order, let's say this one can be red, that one can be blue, this one can be amber or yellow, and this can be green. Okay, so these ones are typically about 2 volts. These are 3.6 volts. That's 2 volts. That's 2 volts. So altogether, 2, 4, 6 plus 3.6 makes 9.6 volts. Which means if my power source is 12 volts and I'm using 9.6 volts on this particular series, I've got a leftover of 2.4 volts, which will be used up by the resistor here. 2.4 volts. Now that means to get a current of 20 milliamps, the resistance here needs to be, I've worked out to be about 120 ohms. So if I use a 100 ohm resistor, that should be fine. Now these 2 series, the colored one and the white one here, they will join up to form a parallel circuit. They will work like this. And so a parallel circuit of 2 sequences of series lights, one colored, one white.